evening from downtown Houston. I'm Ed Cohen with the former Chicago Bulls guard Jay Williams. And Jay, here in Rockets land, you think of Calvin Murphy, Moses Malone, and of course the dream, Hakeem Olajuwon. But a new chapter being written right now here in Texas.
Oh yeah, you think about Clutch City, Hustle Town, USA. But put all that aside. This team for the last several years has been on the edge of success. Let's see if they can take the next step.
And when you think of the Rockets, you think fun. This one could be as well tonight. Jay, two of the best in the West, and in this modern era of NBA basketball, these two are the prototypes in terms of launching threes.
And Ed, in this ball game, everybody's going to be paying attention to the superstars, the Kevin Durant's, the Steph Curry's, the James Harden's, the CP3's. But I'm focused on one of the most underrated players on Houston, Clint Capela. He got drafted 25th in the year 2014, a great pickup by Lowry. And this young man leads the league in rebounding and field goal percentage. His ability to set hard screens, knock down the mid-range shot, and clean up the glass for the Rockets could be the difference.
Clint Capela, fourth year, native of Switzerland. Jay, catch your breath. A lot of firepower right there. Klay Thompson, defended by Tucker. To Curry. Beyond the arc for three. Not that time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Paul into the front court. He'll run the offense. Harden. Green always looking for the steal. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just a fraction too early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
To Curry. 5 to shoot for Golden State. Curry to Thompson from long range. Klay Thompson is going to get a chance at three here. A career 85% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. Knocks down the second free throw. Perfect from the line. Hits all three of them. Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. To Capela. Sizing up the defense. Harden. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. Has a chance. The screen sets him up for 2.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Steph Curry against Chris Paul. Nothing going here on that drive. Clint Capela able to recover with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Curry. Steph Curry missed his first. That one goes. He has an uncanny approach to the game.
And did you see that? His eyes are his deadliest weapon. When he steps over half court, when he looks at the rim, that naturally throws the defender off. It makes the defender lean just a little bit. And just that millisecond of you wondering what he's going to do, splash is enough for him to exploit it.
Paul knocks it down from mid-range.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Green to Thompson. Now a steal as the Rockets have it.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
Turns and slams it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Warriors basketball. Steph Curry picked up by Paul. Klay Thompson swats it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Green to Thompson. Here comes the screen. Klay Thompson matched up with Paul. Nothing going here on that drive. Gets a look. Can't hit.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not. Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Harden. Deep two there. Won't go. The follow won't go either. Curry with the basketball. The score 10-8 to Green. Thompson. Now that's a contest.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Draymond Green, guarded by CP3. To Capela. Finish that. Curry to Green. Off the assist.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Paul to Capela. Here comes the screen. Harden to Capela. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Curry with the ball. To Thompson. Probing the defense. To Curry. A drive to the basket, but the shot won't go down.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
On a bad pass. Going to be taken away by the Warriors. To Green. It goes down.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Paul with it up top. Right now, 12 all. To Harden. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Paul to Harden. Trying to cash in. James Harden. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
A pass taken away by the Rockets. And finishes strong.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
To Curry. Steph Curry. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Harden into the front court. Leads a bucket. To Paul. Tucker. Harden. Can't go down. Smothering defense. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Klay Thompson At the line for a chance at a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw up and good. And the three-point play puts them up early in this one. Paul across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. Warriors have the basketball. Klay Thompson matched up with P.J. Tucker. To Sean Livingston. To Green. Thompson. Shot off the mark. Good defense. To Paul. Here comes the screen. A bad pass there. Warriors have it. Draymond Green, defended by Tucker. Thompson to Sean Livingston. Down to 5 on the 24. Thompson. Message received. Well defended. Rivers into the front court. Down a point. Ooh, Chris Paul. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Green. Thompson. Livingston guarded by CP3. Rivers with the basketball. Leads just a point. Off the assist. When you look at playmakers from the last decade plus, what sets Chris Paul apart?
He always puts you in a position to succeed. He leads because he's vocal, and when he directs and he guides, there is nobody better at the position than CP3.
Thompson to Sean Livingston. Has a look. And he drains it.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective.
Live streaming
C's.
it
His
URL
handles are
it
effortless.
URL it
With the rock,
URL
it's Chris
it
Paul.
URL.
Here comes the screen. Iman Shumpert. Tough matchup with Draymond Green. Shot from the lane won't go. Paul into the front court. His team up by 1. Thompson. A bad pass as the Rockets come away with it. Austin Rivers to Paul. And it's Bell there to grab the rebound. Livingston to bring it up. Down by 1. To Thompson. Warriors with 4 to shoot. A shot no good by Green. To Paul. Here comes the screen. Paul matched up with Livingston. Rockets with 4 to shoot. Paul. Oh, that's how it's done. He has that sixth sense that you just can't teach.
He's like a traffic cop, and he's navigating a myriad of bodies coming his way. And there's a smaller innuendo of the game that nobody talks about. When he makes a great pass, he'll tell the offensive player, shoot it, go up, dunk it. He will direct you and lead you to success.
WTF is this? Live on, URL, it, URL,
Both
it,
coaches dipping into
URL,
their
it,
reserves.
URL,
Changes
it,
coming onto the
URL.
floor.
Live on, URL, it, URL, it, URL, it, URL,
Livingston
it,
to Thompson.
URL.
Livingston driving, but his shot won't go down. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
WTF this is.
Gerald Green.
Go
He's gonna
Golden
get 3
Rockets.
shots here. A career 81% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. And he hits the second. Knocks down all 3 at the line. Long heave from 3/4 court. That ends the first quarter with the Rockets in front.
Live on, URL, it, URL, it, URL, it, URL, it, URL. Live on, URL, it, URL, it, URL, it, URL,
Second quarter
it,
set to start.
URL.
This is what we like. This game is certainly in the balance.
Yeah, both teams have came out. They played with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
Curry. Throws it down. Jay, we're seeing more of the same to start the second.
It's called settle for more. Just because a defender gives you space doesn't mean that you
The
need to
NBA
take the jump shot.
playoffs live in
Keep attacking the
URL,
rim.
it,
It will open
URL,
up
it,
eventually.
URL, URL,
Screen
it,
coming.
URL. 6. NBA playoffs live in URL,
Steph
it,
Curry
URL,
against Chris
it,
Paul.
URL,
Here's a
URL,
chance from
it,
long range.
URL.
Great defense.
Dash
Forcing
9.
the miss
NBA
to
playoffs
Capela.
live in URL, it, URL, it, URL, URL,
It's
it,
Paul for 2.
HTTPS,
Chris
colon,
Paul.
/
He's now shooting 5 for 7. There's a sixth sense there that you just can't teach.
If you're a player
Live
on the
on,
same team with
URL,
CP3,
it,
you
URL,
should be
it,
taking that point guard
URL,
out to
it,
dinner every single
URL,
night.
it,
There's something to
URL.
be said about a guard that makes the game way easier for you to be even more of an efficient offensive player.
Livingston, now a steal as the Rockets have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Harden to Paul. Working the outside. Harden matched up with Livingston. Baseline drive. Count the bucket for 2.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Now the Warriors gonna call a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. New blood coming in for both sides.
Number 14, Gerald Green.
Steph Curry picked up by Paul.
For the Golden State Warriors, number 11, Klay Thompson.
And the rebound taken in by Shumpert. Now Paul with the basketball. The lead is 11. Has a chance. Yes. And the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Chris Paul trying to cash in on a three-point play. A career 86% from the line. Paul's free throw good. A three-point play as the Rockets add to their lead. Curry has it. To Thompson. Screen coming. Klay Thompson here against Green. Down for Looney. Clint Capela. Huge block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Green with the basketball. They lead it by 14. Plenty of contact. The shot no good. Iguodala to bring it up. He'll run the offense. Steph Curry matched up with Capela. To Thompson. Fires the 3. Still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good. Easy pass to the rim.
And you best believe that every one of those that goes in fills the confidence meter.
Paul into the front court. Up a dozen.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
Curry. Another chance. The follow won't go either. To Paul. Oh, he had him there for a second. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Look, the Rockets don't take too many mid-range jumpers. Actually, last season, they led the league in three-point attempts. Glad to see them actually find a two-point shot relevant these days.
Thompson. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Iman Shumpert at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 76% from the line. Free throw's good. It's a three-point play. This big first half continues. It's Curry controlling the offense. To Thompson. Surveys the floor. Klay Thompson here against Harden. 4-3. He is yet to hit one tonight. No good. The follow won't go either. Paul with it up top. His guys holding the big lead. He was hacked. They let it go. From the painted area, won't go down. To Harden. Going to launch beyond the arc. Well defended. Curry into the front court. Down a bundle. To Thompson. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter.
SKSJJ.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. To Harden. To Paul. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Curry. To Green. Livingston. To Curry. No good. No daylight. Great defense.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
To Harden. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. No good.
NBA playoffs live in URL.
It's Golden State basketball.
URL.
Livingston
URL.
against Harden. Curry buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Harden with it up top. His guys leading by 14. To Paul.
Packy Uashall.
Layup goes down. Well done.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Curry to Sean Livingston. Paul across the timeline. His guys hold a commanding lead. Down to Fareed. Not that time. Here's Curry with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Livingston. Driving right to the basket. Steph Curry picked up by Paul. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's good D. Shot no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play
Live
the next
on.
possession.
URL.
Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
URL. Skipping the rest. A. B. C. J.
Harden shoots. The screen sets him up for 2. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Bang.
Gets it in the right corner.
A.
Livingston to Green. 5
Shoot
to shoot
like
for
it.
Golden State. Curry can't connect. It's no good. And throws it down. He
What are
was
you
ready
doing?
right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Oh. This channel sucked. NBA playoffs live in URL. You skipping the rest. 9. NBA playoffs live in URL. URL. 3. NBA playoffs live in URL. URL.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Steph Curry against Chris Paul.
Bro, WTF is this?
To Thompson.
PJ Tucker.
To Curry. And the rebound by Tucker. To Harden. Paul. Harden, defended by Thompson. Oh, stolen by the Warriors.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill.
Live on.
You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you'll be able to stop a great passing team.
URL.
Curry.
Live on. URL.
To Thompson.
NBA playoffs live in URL.
Curry. For three. Smothering D.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Gordon against the former Finals MVP. Paul goes to the right side. Knocks it down off the step back.
Eric Gordon finished second in the Sixth Man of the Year voting after winning the previous year. But what's even more astonishing is watching his development at his time in Houston. In New Orleans, often it looked like he was lost. But there's no doubt about it. In H-Town last year, he found a second life.
Paul takes aim at Steph Curry. On a bad pass. Going to be taken away by the Warriors. Curry to Thompson. Steph Curry picked up by Paul. To Thompson. Curry. Another chance. And a putback slam. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Capela to Harden. Tucker to Paul. Trying to cash in. Deep two there. Won't go.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Gordon with it. Under a minute to go before halftime.
Live on. URL. Live on.
A career 81% free throw shooter. First free throw is good.
Number 2, Jordan Bell.
Able to convert on both free throws. Possession lies with Golden
NBA
State.
playoffs live in URL. URL. 6. NBA playoffs live in URL. https:// NBA playoffs live in URL.
The jumper's off the mark. Clint Capela rejects it. That's his third block this evening. Gordon sizing up Draymond Green. Nothing going here on that drive. A shot at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
NBA playoffs live in URL it URL it URL URL it URL.
Jalen here with your halftime report. The Rockets didn't hold back in that opening half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Houston Rockets. The Warriors have got themselves in a bad situation that seems likely to only get worse. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they've got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Golden State Warriors.
Game track. Field goals.
The Houston Rockets are keeping things simple, just making their shots. Easier said than done, of course, but it doesn't take an expert to know shooting more successfully than your opponents translates into wins.
Player of the half.
Chris Paul has already put together a pretty nice
Live
highlight
on
reel for himself,
URL
and that's
it
just after one
URL
half
it
of basketball.
URL it
He did a lot of
URL
scoring,
it
and it probably
URL.
won't stop anytime soon.
DF NBA playoffs live in URL it URL it
Here we go with the
URL
top plays
URL
from the
it
first half.
https:/ skipping the rest. 9 NBA playoffs live in URL it URL it URL URL it https. T NBA playoffs live in URL it URL it URL URL it URL.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Golden State at the controls. Thompson to Curry. Green. A pass taken away by the Rockets.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
To Paul. Big finish at the rim.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Steph Curry, guarded by CP3. To Thompson. Curry to Thompson. A bad pass as the Rockets come away with it. Paul. A bad pass there. Warriors have it. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Harden to Paul. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. Harden. Oh, good offense beating good defense.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
To Curry. Lets it fly from long range. He's not shy about
Go
shooting it
Rockets.
from out there, but he misses this time. Gordon with it. His guys holding the big lead. Iguodala to bring it up. He'll run the offense. Curry add 2 points to the board.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
It's Harden. Brings the ball up. To P.J. Tucker. Harden against the former Cougar. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Ed, I'm telling you right now, that is the move of an assassin.
Curry to bring it up. His guys down big. To Thompson. Steph Curry, defended by Tucker.
NBA playoffs live in
Fires the
URL.
three, and Stephen Curry. We say it time and time again. Not much the defense could have done there.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Harden to Paul. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Curry into the front court. Down a bundle. To Thompson. Curry. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line. Klay Thompson, couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. And he connects on the first free throw. No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Draymond Green. He struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Here we go.
Houston with the basketball. Paul to Harden. Nothing going here on that drive. Harden. Short jumper. Slams it home on the putback.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Hello.
Steph Curry, guarded by CP3.
Go GSW.
To Thompson. Not today. Draymond Green with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Klay Thompson. Harden's on him. Free throws coming up.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Fact 3-1.
Klay Thompson has got 2 shots coming. He's been steady, 83% at the line. First one goes down.
Number 2, Jordan Bell.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. It's Rockets ball. Paul to Harden. Probing the defense. Harden against Klay Thompson. A drive, but he can't get it to go. Steph Curry picked up by Paul.
NBA playoffs live in URL. It URL. It URL. URL. It URL.
Block that with authority.
G NBA playoffs live in URL. It URL. It URL. URL. It URL.
Harden. That's how you defend. Iguodala to bring it up. Looking to make something happen. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off 3-point shots.
Capela to Harden. Screen coming. Harden to Capela. Whoa, look what I found.
You know it's a bad block when somebody snatches the ball out of the air. Wow.
Down low Bell. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
For the goal.
Jordan Bell at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 68%. First one, counted.
The Houston Rockets. Number 1, Iman Shumpert.
And he makes them both. Harden in possession. It's an 11-point game.
Hey, watch the screen left.
Why even try that time?
I'm going to start calling him the windshield wiper, just erasing all the mistakes.
To Thompson. Oh, he had it. Harden in possession. The lead is 11. To Capela. Harden buries it on the catch and shoot.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
NBA playoffs live in URL.
Curry
It
with the
URL.
basketball.
It URL.
14-point
URL.
deficit.
It URL. 9-8 NBA playoffs live in
Nothing going here on
URL.
that
It
drive.
URL.
Steph Curry,
It
defended by
URL.
Tucker.
URL. It https://
Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. And there's the whistle. Neither player giving up an inch. We have a tie-up. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Tucker to Harden. The screen sets him up for 2.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Steph Curry. Harden's on him. To Thompson. Curry. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Harden against Klay Thompson. To Curry, beyond the arc for 3. Tough shot, well defended.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Curry. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Curry, well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
To Fareed. Nothing going here on that drive. To P.J. Tucker from long range. That one off the mark. It's no good. Iguodala to bring it up. The deficit now up to 13. Rockets in control of the basketball. To Gerald Green. Tucker.
Live on
Nice pass to
URL.
get
It
things
URL.
going.
It
And if you don't
URL. It
contest, he's knocking
URL.
that
It
down with
URL.
ease.
Live on URL. It
Iguodala to bring it
URL.
up.
It
Down by
URL.
15
It
to
URL.
Thompson.
It URL. NBA playoffs live in URL. It URL. It URL. URL. It URL.
Curry.
NBA
Now a
playoffs live in
steal as the
URL.
Rockets
It
have it.
URL. It URL.
So
URL. It
important to take
URL.
care of the basketball.
NBA
Easy 2 on the
playoffs
other
live
end
in
after the
URL. It
turnover.
You know, teams
URL.
usually
It
shoot higher
URL.
percentages
URL.
early in the shot
URL.
clock. Plus, you take away the
Okay.
legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
To Curry. He P.J. Tucker sends it away.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Serving in number 3.
Let's get this one, Houston. God Warriors.
A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. To Paul.
Fuck you.
Great defense there, forcing the pickup.
Live.
To Gerald Green. Here's a chance from long range. Tough shot for Gerald Green. Off the mark. Curry.
NBA playoffs live in URL.
Now ready
URL.
for a couple of
URL.
free throws.
URL.
Okay, now we're
URL.
on the home stretch.
Come on,
and you got a
Warriors.
big lead. Don't let
Let's
your
win
opponent
this
back in
game.
this game by giving up extra possessions.
Live on. URL. 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 Live on. URL.
Jordan Bell. Couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet.
URL. URL.
And hits the
Live on.
first free throw.
URL. 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 You skipping the rest. You snow. Curve. Warriors
And
HQ.
gets both to drop at the line.
Caleb Samsung.
Rivers to bring it into the front court. His guys up by 15.
Fuck. Fuck.
Gerald Green here against
Kevin
Kawhi Leonard.
Durant
Here
Bamos.
comes the screen.
Fuck.
Gerald Green. To Rivers. Almost. Unlucky bounce.
Hayes emoji relieved face.
Livingston across the timeline. Counting down toward a minute to play in this third quarter.
1 minute left in the third quarter.
Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Around the perimeter to Sean Livingston. Gets a look.
Harder, daddy,
Can't
I'm
hit.
gonna come.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle. Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. To Rivers. Spinning shot. Won't fall. Iguodala to bring it up. Trailing by 15.
I'm a school shooter, pull up
Knocks
nigga.
it down from mid-range.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Let's go. Pick him up. Pick him up.
Iman Shumpert picked up by Jerebko.
NBA playoffs
Screen
live in
coming.
URL. URL. Geez,
He'll put it
NBA
up.
playoffs
At the
live in
buzzer.
URL.
That's the end of the third quarter. It's been all
URL. 9-9 NBA playoffs live in URL. URL. HTTPS. NBA playoffs live in URL. URL. Kamotrga. What the heck?
It'll be Rockets basketball here as we start the fourth quarter. And this one, Jay, not totally in the win column yet, but with a double-digit lead, you have to like their chances.
I love when I start seeing fans exit the arena so early in this game and I hear people say, this one should be in the bag. Well, guess what? It's never a guarantee. You have to be careful not to slow down the pace of the game and take the air out of the basketball. You have to put your foot on the gas
End of
and try to
third
win this
quarter.
game with a sense of urgency.
Papers Nayan Lang.
Matched up with
Is
Rivers.
this game 6?
Here comes the screen. Livingston to Thompson. Warriors with 4 to shoot. Thompson.
I hate
He
black
was all
people,
over
white
him.
pride,
And look,
baby.
sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Rivers matched up with Livingston. Has a look. Deep 2 there, won't go.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Livingston here against P.J. Tucker.
Black people smell like shit. Lol thought this was actually game 6. Emoji happy tears.
Time to
Emoji
shoot for
happy
Golden
tears.
State. Looney's shot won't go down.
See, I don't like that shot right there. Pass the ball, get the defense moving, maybe set a hard screen, roll to the rim, see the ball go in a couple of times before you settle for a mid-range jumper that's contested.
Fires the three. Defense was ready. Tough shot for Austin Rivers. Thompson to bring it into the front court.
NBA
His
playoffs
guys
live in
down big.
URL. URL.
Rivers into the front
URL.
court. He'll run the offense.
Everyone join my plan. We will take
To
over
PJ
and kill
Tucker.
every nigga. NBA playoffs
Down
live
to
in
Fareed.
URL.
Kenneth Fareed powers it down.
You know, it
URL.
reminds me of a story a legendary
URL.
coach once told me. He
Why
said, if you
did
ever
I
get in a
think this
fight,
was game
you're not going to
6?
hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit
Emoji
somebody with
happy
a fist,
tears.
what is that?
Emoji
That's five
happy
fingers
tears.
working collectively
Emoji
together
expressionless
as one.
face.
That's how you
Emoji thumbs
deliver a
down
knockout
with
punch,
medium
and that's
dark
what we're
skin
seeing
tone.
tonight.
Emoji thumbs down with medium dark skin tone.
Rivers with the
Emoji thumbs
basketball.
down with
His
medium
guys
dark
holding
skin
a big
tone.
lead.
Skipping the rest.
To PJ
It's
Tucker.
fake. LOL knew it was fake and still clicked. Go
To
GSW.
Rivers.
My butthole smells
Defense,
like
making the ball
strawberries.
handler work. Gerald
Fucking
Green.
nigga, I hate you.
Down to Fareed. Oh, emphatic slam. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? We should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Westbrook can't shoot cause he spent all his
His
VC on
guys hold a
clothes.
commanding lead.
Fuck off, boring
Tucker
game.
takes aim at Livingston.
Hi.
Oh, stolen by the Warriors.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
A pass taken away by the Rockets.
I will burn every nigga and hang their kids.
Rivers, defended
What
by
doing?
Thompson. To Gerald Green. Here comes the screen. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Goes to the left side. Austin Rivers to Gerald Green. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it,
Stupid
and it
nigga,
ultimately
burn nigga.
led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up.
Westbrook spent all his my points on his shoes, so he is basically a pure slasher. KK gang. NBA playoffs live in URL, URL. Where to watch game 6? NBA playoffs live in URL, URL. Hi Sabah, Kamo, Litzy. NBA playoffs live in URL, URL. Cyanito. Go Warriors. Thompson go.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Kala Ko Toru, Pa'aha.
4-3. And the rebound pulled in by
Harden
Capela.
Yoyan.
And you knew this game had a
NBA
chance to get out of
playoffs
hand
live in
pretty
URL,
quickly. Because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, they were yapping back and forth to each other.
Nito.
And that kind of communication,
NBA
that kind of
playoffs live in
collective
URL,
responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
URL.
Livingston to bring it up. Down a bundle. Cashes in for 2.
The pass was
Vamos
really good,
Rockets,
but what I love
emoji
most
rocket.
about the play, Ed, was
Always
that every
taking
player
our
that
tax
ran
money.
in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Harden on a bad pass. Going to be taken away by the Warriors. Livingston guarded by
Go
Clint
Houston
Capela.
Rockets.
Oh, had him
Wow,
going
it
there
as
for a
crazy
second.
Curry is sue ass right now.
Thompson. Going to launch beyond the arc. That out of his range and no good. It's in the hands of Harden.
Kirov nam havaling Warriors yan.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Can't get the bounce. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity.
MOG Basketball, shout out, MOG Basketball, NBA 2K19, MOG Basketball.
Livingston. Oh,
Every nigga sucks, you wanna know why? Because they take our fucking tax money for our white
defended by
children.
Thompson. Harden. Here comes the screen. Jordan Bell with a piece.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
NBA playoffs live in URL, it's URL, it, URL, URL, it, URL.
Rockets with 4 to shoot
Live
to
on,
Harden.
URL, it, URL,
Has a
it,
chance.
URL, it,
And 2
URL,
points
it,
to the board.
URL. 7 live on, URL, it, URL, it, URL,
Steph
it,
at the
URL,
controls.
it, URL. How do I
To
take
Thompson.
this screen off?
To Curry. For 3. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Paul into the front court. Looking to make something happen.
NBA playoffs live in
James
URL,
Harden
it,
fires for
URL,
2.
it,
He had
URL,
all day
URL,
and
it,
all night to
URL.
knock that
Skipping
one
the
down.
rest.
Need to hear more
GF,
chatter on the
NBA
defensive end.
playoffs live in URL, it,
When the ball's in his
URL,
hands,
it,
we all
URL,
knew what was
URL,
gonna happen.
it, HTTPS,
Curry.
:// 9 NBA playoffs live in URL, it, URL, it, URL, URL, it,
Kenneth Faried
HTTPS.
sends it away.
Dumbass
You know why?
Flicks.
I don't see anybody on the
Vamos
defensive
Rockets,
end
Houston.
standing up out of
Live
position.
on,
I see everybody
URL,
squatted
it,
down,
URL,
really
it,
active with their
URL,
hands.
it,
That's the
URL,
mentality
it,
that will lead you
URL.
to where you want to go.
Live on,
Down to
URL,
Faried.
it, URL, it, URL, it, URL,
throws
it,
it down.
URL.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Curry to Thompson. Curry to Thompson. Clint Capela pins it. 4th this contest.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
No good. That's great defense.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Lets it fly from long range. Not that time. He misses.
Come on, show me something better than that, baby. It's game time.
To Curry. Here comes the screen. Klay Thompson, guarded by Clint Capela.
Screen, 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 screen.
And the reward, he's going to the line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the
I
end,
hate black
that's how
children.
you
I burned
avoid
the last
unnecessary
one who
fouls.
wanted food from me. You see, ain't nobody gonna fuck my sister but me. Burn every nigga.
Misses the first.
Oh no, by an ang locking ang lamang.
Missed the second one as well.
NBA playoffs
Here's
live in
Paul,
URL,
controlling
it,
the
URL, it, URL, URL,
Harden matched
it,
up with the
URL.
two-time MVP.
NBA playoffs live in
They get it down
URL,
to
it,
Paul.
URL, it,
Perfect
URL,
feed to set
URL,
up the
it,
basket.
URL.
Shows like this
Why
separate
the
the
fuck
good
I
players
face
from
this
the
dumb
great
shit?
ones.
MOG
The good
man
players, they
face
have good
palming
first
with
halves,
medium
and then
skin
they fade
tone.
to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Iguodala.
Tangi
Capela's
on
on him.
02.
To Green. Curry. Textbook defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To Capela. Tried to slam it down, but it comes out. Thompson. To Green. Steph Curry matched up
NBA
with Paul.
playoffs live in URL it URL
to
it
Thompson.
URL it https://
Curry.
I raped my slave
He
and she
engulfed
cried
him
the
that
whole
time.
time and I put my whole whip in her
Bad pass
pussy.
there. Warriors
Why
have
not Hagasa Warriors?
knocked loose. Draymond Green here against Harden. Houston takes over.
Tolo na Warriors.
Sizing up the defense. To
5-2
Harden.
NBA, MOG Basketball, URL, MOG Basketball, URL, MOG Basketball,
Shot clock to
URL,
4 for
MOG
Houston.
Basketball, blah blah blah.
Paul.
Skipping the rest.
And he
3-2-3
can't get it to go
NBA,
down. It's
MOG
no good.
Basketball, URL, MOG Basketball,
To Curry.
URL, MOG Basketball, URL, MOG Basketball, blah blah blah. URL,
To Thompson.
MOG Basketball, http:// Dynanak Claro Ineos Warriors.
And Harden takes in the rebound.
Ha ha ha.
Screen right.
Paul.
Get me to 500, just need 9 more subs. Please.
To Harden. Short jumper off the mark.
I shot my slave in her butthole after I fucked
Curry.
the shit out of her. NBA playoffs live in URL,
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
URL.
Woo,
6
did you see that?
NBA
Eyes to the
playoffs
rim
live
and
in
the rest was
URL,
all net.
Rockets have the ball.
URL,
Gordon against
URL.
the cagey veteran
NBA
Iguodala.
playoffs live in URL,
Down to
URL,
Fareed.
URL,
Able to
URL,
convert
URL.
inside. We get a whistle and a timeout by Golden State as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter.
Go GSW. La Natalo Natraga 2 minutes. 1 M. I will rape all black children.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Steph Curry against Chris Paul. To Green. To Curry. Thompson. To Curry. Fires the three. Now that's a contest.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there.
Hey.
They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Kenneth Fareed trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 65% free throw shooter.
Shit, this is not NBA, it's a PC game LOL.
Free throws good.
Bye bye,
as
I'm
they
babysitting
continue
my
to
crazy
widen their
stutter and
lead.
I'm gonna fuck her when she is sleeping. Go Rocket.
Curry to Thompson. Nothing going here on that drive.
UF.
Draymond Green takes on Eric Gordon. To Thompson. Beyond
Daya.
the arc for three. Shot clock violation.
Babe. Vamos Rockets.
Paul here against
Hello
Steph.
no Yan GSW. NBA playoffs live in URL, it, URL, it, URL, URL, it,
To
URL.
Harden. And that'll be rebounded
NBA
by Bell.
playoffs live in URL.
Deep three.
It URL.
At the
It
buzzer, it's the
URL.
Rockets who are
URL. It
victorious
URL.
as they win this one
I'm
in
gonna
blowout
spread her
fashion.
pussy and make it
That'll
water.
wrap things up.
If
For
sauce
Jay
Ryron
Williams and our entire crew,
G8VHSDHRGHGH.
this has been a
Live on
presentation
URL.
of the
It
NBA
URL.
on EA
It
Sports.
URL. It URL. It URL. Win Rockets. KK. 9 NBA, MOG Basketball, URL, MOG Basketball, URL, MOG Basketball, URL, MOG Basketball, blah blah blah. URL, MOG Basketball, http://
impressed with how effectively they score their points. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Houston Rockets. The Warriors did not look good in this one.
Next.
Neither did the score. Losses like this become main discussion topics in the
KK
media.
Awoa hit them
So
folks and now
hopefully
draw.
this team is ready to answer the tough questions. It's not going to be fun. Check out the leading scores for the Golden State Warriors.
Game track. Assists.
The Houston Rockets showed off the kind of team chemistry that coaches
NBA
love
playoffs
to see
live in
from their
URL.
players.
It
The more they move the
URL.
ball,
It URL.
it showed how much they
URL.
trust
It
each other.
URL.
In the end,
NBA
they got to
playoffs
win.
live in
And it
URL.
looked like
It
they had a great
URL.
time
It
doing it.
URL. URL. It URL. NBA playoffs live in URL. It URL. It URL.
James
URL.
Harden
It
seemed to think he
URL.
could only score points with dunks in this game. Again and again. He kept throwing them down. And it was just astonishing.
D32 NBA, MOG Basketball, URL, MOG Basketball, URL, MOG Basketball,
about a guy like
URL,
this?
MOG
Except that he
Basketball,
missed the
blah
title of
blah
this
blah.
segment. He was definitely
URL,
cold in
MOG
this game.
Basketball, http://
Here are the
3.
top plays from the game.
NBA, MOG Basketball, URL, MOG Basketball, URL, MOG Basketball, URL, and skipping the rest. Let's go Portland. Manana. NBA playoffs live in URL. It URL. It URL. URL. It URL. 9 NBA playoffs live in URL. It URL. It URL. URL. It https://
That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew,
live
good
on
night.
URL. It URL. It URL. It URL. It URL. Live on URL. It URL. It URL. It URL. It URL. Add me on Instagram at King Galvin. Let's go. Okay. Add me on a yeah boy either. I eat a lot of ass.
Good evening from Toronto. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, the Grizzlies have long departed Vancouver. The Raptors are Canada's team. And right now, one of the most consistent in the NBA.
And this team has a whole country behind them, Ed, just not a city. And I'm so sick and tired of fans talking about this team can't make it out of the playoffs. They have the personnel to achieve the ultimate level of success, and that's winning an NBA championship.
In hockey terms, he's ready to drop the gloves. We're ready to go in this one in Toronto. Simmons to Butler. Here comes the screen. And a rim rocker. Joel Embiid.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Here comes the screen. Here's Simmons with it up top. 2-point advantage. Joel Embiid. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Old school equals high percentage.
Lowry has the basketball. For the Raptors right now, it's twofold. Not just winning with Kawhi, but trying to keep Kawhi.
I think Toronto has to look at this as a one-year lease. You have to get as much out of Kawhi as you can. The goal is to win a championship, and the goal is to win one now.
Lowry. Oh, he had it. Redick with it. They lead it. 4-point game. Offensive board. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Lowry to Danny Green. 4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Simmons to Redick. Five on the shot clock for Philadelphia. To Redick. Lets it fly from long range. Defenders could lose sleep with this guy. J.J. Redick, well defended, still knocks it down. Toronto has the basketball. Here's Leonard for 2. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Danny Green to Lowry. Not that time. Butler into the front court. Leads 4. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Lowry, tough matchup against Butler. Well done, Kyle Lowry. Missed his first. That one goes.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Embiid to Tobias Harris. Slams it down. Big finish for Joel Embiid.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
The assist from number 7.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Butler to Embiid. Short jumper off the mark. To Leonard. Knocked loose. Kawhi Leonard, guarded by Jimmy Butler. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Beyond the arc for 3. He engulfed him that time.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Joel Embiid looking good, 4 for 5. Now the Raptors going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. New blood coming in for both sides. Leonard to Jeremy Lin. To Leonard. Kawhi Leonard, 2 for 3 now here in the first.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Butler to McConnell. He throws it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Screen coming. And he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there. Deep three at the buzzer. That's it for the first quarter. The 76ers have the lead. The shooting in that first quarter was white hot. It's got to be hard to think these teams can keep up that pace in the second.
If anything on this game, Ed, you have to expect the unexpected. When players have range that extend outside the gymnasium, oh, we're going to get a chance to watch something special.
McConnell sets him up. That pass taken away by Toronto. Jonah Bolden swats it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Wide open look, won't go. Lin with it. Down 2. Leonard to Lin. They'll get it down to Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
No good. Kawhi Leonard gets a look, can't hit.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest?
And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Toronto with the basketball. Leonard to McCaw. Kawhi Leonard. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Butler to bring it up. Looking to make something happen. Nice pass to get things going. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball, and there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Lynn. Sixers have the basketball. Kawhi Leonard tips it. That's off of Leonard, out of bounds. Harris. To Butler. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Butler for 2. Jimmy Butler, he's now 5 for 6.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Nothing going here on that drive. Leonard. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Butler. Jumper's good.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Leonard to Jeremy Lin. To Powell. 5 seconds to shoot. To Ibaka. From long range, Ibaka bothered just enough on that one. Butler into the front court. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. To Simmons. Jimmy Butler for 2. Deep 2 there, won't go. Lynn with it. Margins 8. To Gasol. Joel Embiid. Huge block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Kawhi Leonard sends it away. Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Cruises inside for 2.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Butler to McConnell. Goes to the right side. Simmons to Butler. Knocks it down off the step back. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That's it for the first half. It's the Sixers out in front.
Time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The 76ers are up after 2 quarters. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaky. These are the guys getting buckets for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Raptors are down at halftime and in need of some momentum. They've been scrappy, doing their best to be competitive. We'll see if their efforts are more rewarded in the second half. These are the guys getting buckets for the Toronto Raptors.
Game track. Missed threes. Player of the half.
Butler and his court IQ were on display as he delivered the ball, putting his teammates in a position to score the basketball. His timing was impeccable.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Lowry to Leonard. Probing the defense.
I told you the screen was coming.
Good. Off a spin.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
And Jimmy Butler slams it home on the putback.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Lowry matched up with Jimmy Butler. To Leonard. Oh, he had him there for a second. Nothing going here on that drive. Here's Leonard for 2. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
In the front court comes Simmons. Up 6. Butler. To Simmons. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Ben Simmons, a couple of free throws on the way. 56% for his career. Can't connect on the first free throw. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. The ball controlled by Kyle Lowry.
Here we go.
To Ibaka. Powell. Now a steal by Philly.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Throws it down.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Well done, Kyle Lowry. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for two.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Lowry to Leonard. Trying to cash in. Shot for Leonard, no good. Kawhi Leonard with the block. That's off of Leonard, out of bounds. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Harris. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
J.J. Redick at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 89%. First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2. Kawhi Leonard, guarded by Jimmy Butler. To Lowry. Kawhi Leonard. The shot almost. Harris to Embiid. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2 at the line.
I got ball.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive.
Big pick right there.
Leonard to Gasol. Down low. From the painted area, won't go down. To Simmons. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Toronto has the basketball. Lowry to Leonard. Now a pass stolen by the Sixers.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Now a whistle, and Toronto's going to use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Kawhi Leonard, guarded by Jimmy Butler. Gets it in the left corner. Pass Pascal Siakam. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with the steal. To Embiid. Monroe. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. Pascal Siakam.
Whoa! Get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Knocked loose. Taken by the Sixers. Pascal Siakam sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
That's the end of the period, and the 76ers have to be feeling good. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Simmons with it. His guys hold a commanding lead. Oh, Ben Simmons. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Ben Simmons snatching it out of the air.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Pascal Siakam. Down low Gasol. Able to convert inside.
Man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Simmons into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. To Embiid. Scores from the post.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. To Leonard. Lowry. Count the bucket for 2.
And that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Simmons with it. Looking to make something happen. Joel Embiid with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Embiid is such an outlier. There's nothing normal about him, nor does he want anything to be normal about him, which is even scarier with a guy with that kind of talent who possesses that type of mentality. A guy that big, that dominant down low, that boy different.
Here's Simmons with it up top. He'll run the offense. Embiid to Redick. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Can't connect from inside. Kawhi Leonard able to recover with the block. Toronto with the basketball. Joel Embiid pins it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Has a look. Redick with a shot, no good. To Danny Green. Curling inside. Danny Green to Lowry. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Simmons to Embiid. A fundamental shot right there.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Now the Raptors going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Lowry. To Danny Green. Pascal Siakam to Danny Green. Down to 5 on the 24. Their shot by Lowry misses. Redick to Simmons. To Redick. Five on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Simmons. That's not his range. It's no good. Lowry into the front court. Down a bundle. Danny Green. To Lowry. Here comes the screen. Lowry to Danny Green. Going to launch beyond the arc. Not that time. Simmons to Monroe. Redick. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Deep two there, won't go. The follow won't go either. Simmons, he's 3 for 7. Now a whistle, and Toronto's going to use a timeout. They're down big in this fourth quarter, and a chance here to empty their bench. Changes coming from both sides right now. Knocks it down and the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
Most definitely contact on that forearm during the follow-through. You have to give the offensive player a lot of credit. The concentration you need to make a shot after getting fouled, that's big time.
Kawhi Leonard with a chance at a 4-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. Three-pointer and now a free throw on the trip. The Sixers are victorious as they win this one in very convincing fashion. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a
here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Sixers put on a show in a blowout. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they score their points. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Raptors did not look good in this one, and neither did the score. Losses like this become main discussion topics in the media. So hopefully this team is ready to answer the tough questions. It's not going to be fun. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Toronto Raptors.
Game track. Assists.
The Philadelphia 76ers were very impressive in the way they shared the ball, giving each other the opportunity to not just take good shots, but great shots. That's what I believe made the difference for them in this game, that being the great assists.
Player of the game.
Butler gets rewarded for the way he provided his teammates with plenty of easy baskets. His assist total is certainly indicative of his clever playmaking.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.
Come to you live on EA Sports, and it's a Windy City special in the booth. I'm Ed Cohen with the former Chicago Bull. It's Jay Williams.
And Ed, both squads are getting up last-minute shots. As a player, you never leave the court on a missed shot. A make shot always sets the right tone before the game.
All the work that's gone into this game about to be on full display here tonight. The opening jump is won by Denver. Nikola Jokic, he's never made the playoffs, but upon further review, he is a special center.
Got that 5-year extension for $146 million, and I'm willing to say this, he will be one of the future centers in the game.
Trying to cash in. Almost, but no good.
And so much of the shot is before the shot even occurs. As a defense, make him do things he's uncomfortable with. Stay up on him, make him catch the ball outside of his comfort zone.
McCollum, and the rebound corralled by Jokic. Has a look. He's looking for that touch.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Here comes the screen to Cantor. And his Cantor above the rim.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Murray with it. Down just a couple. Down low Jokic. Shot from the lane won't go. To Harkless. Lillard to Cantor. Almost. Unlucky bounce.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Gets to the basket and scores.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Lillard. And he'll head to the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
And he connects on the first free throw. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Murray with the basketball. Down by 1. Here comes the screen. Gary Harris against the Lehigh product. Five to shoot to Jokic. That's usually one that he'll knock down.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
Here comes the screen. Lillard to McCollum. Gets it in the left corner. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Dame rises. Shot by Lillard, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off.
Flushes down the slam.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Portland's got it. Reset here. Let's see what they do. D has got it. Damian Lillard missed his first. That one goes.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Lillard. To McCollum. Shot from in close, no good. Jamal Murray. Won't go.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Here comes the screen to McCollum. Lillard. Portland down to 4 to shoot. To Harkless. Lets it fly from long range. Defense snuffed it out. Harkless off the mark. Murray into the front court. Leads just a point. A drive through the paint, but his shot misses.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
Nothing going here on that drive. Portland has 4 to shoot. Has a chance. McCollum with a shot. No good. Murray into the front court. Leads 1. Here's a chance from long range. Tough shot. Well defended. McCollum to Lillard. They work it down to Aminu. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Murray with it. Down a point. Oh, straight down the middle. 4-2.
Old school equals high percentage.
To Harkless. Lillard to McCollum. Short jumper misses. Murray with the basketball. His team up by 1. To Will Barton. Fires the 3. His first effort off the mark. McCollum into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Harkless to Lillard. C.J. McCollum buries it on the catch and shoot.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Denver as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point basketball game.
Don't miss your chance at some excellent memorabilia.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Jamal Murray matched up with Lillard. Harris against the former first-rounder. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and he hits.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Trailblazers take over. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Zach Collins at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Career mark of 64%. Off the mark at the line. Murray into the front court. They trail by 1. To Will Barton. Shot clock to 4 for the Nuggets. Trying to cash in. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Lillard. Able to convert inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Murray into the front court. Down 3. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Lillard to Seth Curry. Screen coming. Throws it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Screen coming. A pass stolen by Portland. To Lillard. Pass there, taken away by Denver. Martin, defended by Zach Collins. Scores from the post.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
It's Portland ball. Lillard. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
There you go. Finally. Shoot your shot.
Murray with it. They're down 3. Harris, defended by Seth Curry. Here comes the screen. Down low, Plumlee. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket. We'll get a stoppage here. Timeout Portland as they'll talk things over in a 1-point basketball game. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Stepping in for Portland, number 10.
Lillard to Seth Curry.
Oh, yeah, blow by.
to Lillard. D's got it. Damian Lillard, 3 for 4. Good start.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
They'll work it down to Millsap. And a nice finish at the rim.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Lillard. Over to the right side. To Millsap. Gets a look. Can't hit. Lillard. Has a look. D's got it. Damian Lillard looking good. 4 for 5.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Monte Morris defended by Lillard. Blazers come away with it. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Damian Lillard trying to cash in on a three-point play. Career 88% from the line. Free throws good for Lillard. The Blazers add one more to their total.
Everybody clap your hands. Come on, y'all. 1 minute left in the first quarter.
Reset here. Let's see what they do. And he finishes at the rim.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Nothing going here on that drive. Lillard. And count the basket inside.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
It was right there. Portland has the ball.
Hey, lock up, lock up.
Lillard. And the rebound taken in by Morris. That misses with 2 seconds to go. That's it for the first quarter. The Blazers have the lead. One quarter down. Neither side really distinguished itself. Jay, what stood out?
Well, first off, I'm going to take my analytical hat off and then put my fan hat on. This has been a blasé first quarter. Not good, not bad, right in between. Let's see how both teams come out and try to adjust themselves in the second half.
And buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day. To Jokic. Trailblazers with the basketball. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Jokic. Finish that. McCollum with the basketball. Lead stands at 10. To Seth Curry. To McCollum. Seth Curry. To McCollum. C.J. McCollum. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Sheer strength to slam it down. He ran right through the gauntlet.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Proud City.
A fundamental shot right there.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Denver ball right now. They go to Jokic, down low. And he buries it.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
McCollum into the front court. His team leads it by 10. Down low, Collins. And a throwdown. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Nikola Jokic in a matchup with Collins.
Here I come.
Oh, Nikola Jokic. Now 3 for 9.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
McCollum with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Nothing going here on that drive. The Blazers with 4 in the shot clock. Knocks it down off the step back.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Jokic, guarded by Layman. To Will Barton. Down low, Jokic. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Nikola Jokic, couple of free throws on the way. A career 83% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Portland's got it. Lillard. To McCollum. Sizing up the defense. Locked in. Has a chance. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
And Nikola Jokic with the three. You have to respect every aspect of his game.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
C.J. McCollum, now 4 for 9.
And C.J. is a guy that doesn't get the respect that he deserves on a nationwide level. 3 straight seasons averaging over 20 points per game. He's a guy that's automatically in range once he leaves the car entering the stadium.
To Jokic. Can't miss those. To McCollum. And he buries it.
Can we all just agree that that handle is next level, but that jumper's wet too?
Monte Morris matched up with Lillard. To Jokic. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Nikola Jokic at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw is good to finish off the 3-point play. And the margin down to 8. Lillard to McCollum. Here comes the screen. McCollum to Lillard. Portland down to 4 to shoot. Lillard. McCollum. Well defended. Martin into the front court. Margins 8. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and then you can get it any way you want it.
Trying to cash in. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
To Millsap. Oh, Millsap. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
To McCollum. Add 2 points to the board.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Jokic, defended by Lillard. Here comes the screen. Jokic, they get it down to Millsap. Able to convert inside.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Lillard to Harkless. Has a look. Deep 2 there, won't go. To Jokic. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Millsap. And it's Aminu with the rebound. Trailblazers take over. Lillard to McCollum. Short jumper won't go down. To Millsap. Had a chance, but it's no good. McCollum into the front court. Up 6. From the painted area, won't go down. Harris up against the Weber State product. To Jokic. Nothing going here on that drive. From the outside, no good.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
To Cantor. Short jumper off the mark. Gary Harris matched up with Lillard. To Jokic. To Will Barton. They go to Jokic, down low. Finger roll, finishing with finesse.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
It's Portland ball. And he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
I got him. Here we go.
To Will Barton. Down low, Jokic. Ouch. Doesn't look good here. Mike Malone's going to make a change. You'd hate to see a player get hurt with what appeared to be an upper body injury. First one goes down. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. It's Lillard for 2. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough. Murray with the basketball. Down 5. Martin. Screen coming. Jamal Murray, defended by Al-Farouq Aminu. Denver with 4 to shoot. Jamal Murray. Oh, good offense, beating good defense.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, Ed.
Denver's got it. Harris sizing up Aminu. Harkless. To Lillard. Here comes the screen. Lillard. And his Cantor above the rim.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Knock loose. Blazers have it. Martin in a matchup with Harkless. Has a chance, and he hits. Late heave to beat the buzzer. First half in the books with the Blazers in front.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Trailblazers are in a close game thus far. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Portland Trailblazers. The Nuggets have kept it close after one half. And when the losing team is shooting this well from the field, you know you're in for a special night. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Denver Nuggets.
Game track. Bench points.
What I found interesting about that half of basketball is how the momentum stayed high even when the substitutions started coming into the game. These guys coming off the bench, from both benches actually, are doing a great job of making positive contributions.
Player of the half.
McCollum has the defense figured out, and his shots are falling for him. That's a lethal combination that will be hard to overcome. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
Tight game through the first two quarters as we resume play here in the third. To Lillard. Slams it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. It's Denver's ball. To Will Barton. Knocks it down from mid-range.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Murray into the front court. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. To Millsap. You've got to get that one to go. Lillard to McCollum. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
To Will Barton. Oh, had him going there for a second. Barton. To Millsap. Trying to cash in. Millsap shot. No good.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
To Millsap. Jamal Murray. Smothering D.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
McCollum. perfect feed to set up the basket.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Murray into the front court. The deficit now up to 12. Martin sizing up the all-star Lillard. Enes Kanter snatching it out of the air.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
C.J. McCollum won't go down. Nuggets have the possession.
I got him.
Jamal Murray sizing up McCollum. Nothing going here on that drive. To Will Barton. Short jumper stays out. Oh, he got there.
That's great hustle getting back on D.
To Will Barton. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. 4-3. No good. That's great defense. Lillard to McCollum. To Lillard. Nothing going here on that drive. Lillard for 2. Not that time.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
To Millsap. Paul Millsap. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
McCollum with the basketball. Lead stands at 10. To Lillard. Curling inside. Mason Plumlee with a piece.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
To Millsap. Barton. Down low for Harris. Goes reverse to lay it in.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
To McCollum. From long range. Hits the three-pointer.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Nuggets with the basketball. Shot from the lane won't go. Surveys the floor to McCollum. Ball's tied up. Neither player wants to give it up. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Murray with it. His guys down by 9. To Will Barton. To Millsap. And McCollum sneaks in for the rebound. McCollum into the front court. The lead stands at 9. Here comes the screen. To Seth Curry. McCollum down for Curry. And the finish at the rim.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Nuggets have the possession. To Will Barton. Probing the defense. Barton. They'll work it down to Millsap. Scores from the post.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
McCollum with the basketball. It's a 9-point lead. Oh, pass stolen by the Nuggets.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Jake Layman tips it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
To McCollum. Going to launch beyond the arc. Can't get the bounce. Murray with the basketball. 9-point margin. To Millsap. Has a look. With the step back.
Man, he's just out here swerving and serving.
McCollum into the front court. Lead stands at 7. Nice pass to get things going.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Jamal Murray sizing up McCollum. To Millsap. Defense making the ball carrier work. Short jumper won't fall. McCollum with the basketball. He'll run the offense. To Seth Curry. Good. Off a spin.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Nothing going here on that drive. Plenty of contact. The shot no good. McCollum into the front court. The lead is 11. To Cantor. Short jumper off the mark. Murray into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Will Barton. Oh, bad pass there. Blazers have it. Runner here won't go. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Oh, pass stolen by Portland. To McCollum.
2 minutes remaining.
Denver ball right now. Here comes the screen. Shot clock to 4 for the Nuggets. Jamal Murray knocks it down off the step back.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Now the Blazers will use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. New blood coming in for both sides.
Into the game for the Portland Blazers, number 1, Evan Turner.
McCollum to Seth Curry. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Another follow, still no good. They get it down to Millsap. From the painted area, won't go down. Layup goes down. Well done.
Oh, yeah. I like that.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Millsap matched up with Evan Turner. To Seth Curry. And it's the Nuggets with the board. Monte Morris, guarded by McCollum.
I got something for him.
They'll work it down to Millsap. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Keep on trying. Shot's no good there. 3 quarters down. The Blazers have the lead. It's the Nuggets with the basketball to start the 4th quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ball game.
You talk about forcing things up. Too much pressure that time.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
Lillard to Seth Curry. Knocks down a tough shot. Now a smothering defense.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Jamal Murray matched up with Lillard. Gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
To Lillard, down for Collins. Nothing going here on that drive. And he's fouled. Couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
And hits the first free throw.
For the Denver Nuggets, number 5, Will Barton.
So he hits the first, misses the second. Count it.
I'm a little bit disappointed in the celebration right there, Ed. I mean, live your best life. I want to see a little bit more passion on the next play.
Portland has the ball. Lillard. Knocked loose. Lillard to Seth Curry. Paul Millsap able to recover with the block. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
The game for the Nuggets, number 27, Jamal Murray.
Murray into the front court. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. They get it down to Millsap. The pass set it all up.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
Lillard to Cantor. Down low, Collins. Mason Plumlee swats it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Gary Harris, guarded by McCollum. To Millsap. Able to convert inside.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Lillard on the drive, but he can't finish.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
And the rebound comes to Aminu. Trailblazers with the basketball. Lillard to McCollum. Pass there, taken away by Denver.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Cantor. To Lillard. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. McCollum. That's how you defend. Harris, defended by McCollum. To Millsap. And it's a Blazer rebound. Great look and vision. Missed a wide open look. Millsap to Will Barton. A bad pass there. Blazers have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Murray with it. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Millsap, defended by Lillard. Denver with 4 to shoot. Jamal Murray. Oh, that's how it's done.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Lillard to McCollum. And his Cantor above the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Portland's got it. Lillard to Harkless. To Millsap. And it's Harkless who gathers the rebound. To McCollum.
Gotta get through the screen. Get through it.
Here comes the screen. Lillard to McCollum. Lillard to McCollum. From the outside, no good. Murray with the basketball. His team up by 1. To Millsap. Knocked loose. And that's going to be out of bounds off of Lillard. Time to shuffle things up. Barton. No good. Trailblazers take over. Lillard to Cantor. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Murray into the front court. His guys now down by a point. To Millsap. Count the basket.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Here comes the screen. Lillard. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. McCollum to Lillard. Beyond the arc for 3. Knocks it down. And Jay, so much better to get that shot beyond the arc than inside 22 feet.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Millsap. Rebound comes to Cantor. To McCollum. Lillard to Cantor. 5 seconds to shoot. Plumlee's there for the rebound. Denver's got it. To Millsap. Here comes the screen. Jamal Murray, defended by Lillard. Fires the 3. Gary Harris is going to get 3 shots here. For his career, 80% at the line. First one, count it. Second one's no good. One more coming. And he missed the free throw. 1 for 3 on that try. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Can't connect from in close. To Cantor. Nice pass to set things up.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Murray into the front court. His guys down 3. Mason Plumlee, guarded by McCollum. Has a chance. Shot by Plumlee, no good.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
Lillard to Cantor. Knocked loose. Down to 5 on the 24. Damian Lillard gets a look. Can't hit.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Here comes the screen. And draws the foul.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
Will Barton's got 2 shots coming. For his career, 79% at the line. First free throw is good.
Hey, man, get your money, man.
2 for 2 on that trip. Lillard to McCollum. Won't go down. Gary Harris sizing up McCollum. Knocked loose. Blazers come away with it.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
He throws it down. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Lillard to McCollum. Screen coming.
Screen coming.
And look out. Big finish at the rim.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Here comes the screen. Murray's shot won't fall. Referees called it. That was intentional.
This is why teammates love him. Yeah, that was an aggressive play, but you're also sending a message, setting the tone. You can't half-step on that.
And now they'll get the intentional foul. Free throws coming up with 15 seconds to go.
Good foul right there. You want to stop the clock.
Oops, he missed the first one. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Now the Nuggets signaling for timeout. They trail by 2. And the question, do they look for the tie and overtime? Or do they go for it all with a 3? That stops the clock with 11 seconds to go as they apply the intentional foul.
Too close to call right now. We're in clock management mode. That was a good play.
First try at the line, no good. Good bounce back, hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Now whistle, timeout for Denver. They're going to have to draw something up for an open look at a three. Jamal Murray sizing up Aminu. Deep three at the buzzer. We'll get a stoppage here. Timeout Portland as they dig into their bag of tricks, trying to draw up the game winner. The quarter comes to an end. This game is all tied up. Overtime begins, and away we go. Martin against Al-Farouq Aminu. Gary Harris matched up with Lillard. Barton. Jamal Murray. Now that's a contest. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
To Will Barton. The screen sets him up for two.
The defense should have picked up on that action. That's going to cost them.
McCollum with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Here comes the screen. McCollum. To Lillard. Cantor. The drive. Right to the basket. Full throttle. Right to the basket for the deuce.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
It's Denver's ball. Harris matched up with Aminu. To Millsap. Barton. A shot no good by Harris.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
To Lillard. Trying to cash in. Lillard with a shot. No. Murray with it. Down two. To Will Barton. Goes to the left side. For three. That's off the side of the rim. Short. McCollum into the front court. Leads a bucket. And his canter above the rim.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Nuggets have the possession. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
It seems like yesterday I was rapping with this kid during the NBA pre-draft workout. He looked scrawny. Nobody knew if he could really make it. But the arrow continues to point straight up for Dame Lillard. Another terrific season. A first-time All-NBA first-team player. Tied for 4th in the league in scoring last year. This kid is no doubt about it. Dame time.
Murray with the basketball. Right now, down 7. Lets it fly from long range. He engulfed him that time.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there. Utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Paul Millsap sends it away.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Shot from in close, no good. Paul Millsap rejects it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Knocked loose. Jamal Murray, defended by Al-Farouq Aminu. There's the whistle and an intentional foul. Just their first in the final 2 minutes, so no free throws yet. They'll take the ball out of bounds. And they're going to play this one out to its conclusion as we get an intentional foul. That means free throws coming up in what is a 7-point game. And he connects on the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. Now a whistle and a timeout for Denver. They're down big in this 4th quarter. And a chance here to empty their bench. Millsap pass it against Evan Turner. To Will Barton. A pass stolen by Portland.
Hey, lock up, lock up.
It's the Trailblazers who get the victory as they win it in overtime. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. Edged out a close victory in today's game. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all of the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Portland Trail Blazers. The Nuggets lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment. This loss is sure to be all the more bitter because of how well they shot from beyond the arc. Their percentage from three-point range was outstanding. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Denver Nuggets.
three-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
McCollum played the role of facilitator today, and no one is more happy than his teammates. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.